What is going on in the Tampa Bay real estate market? Hey, it's Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group. Happy New Year. And instead of month over month, we are looking at year over year performance of the Tampa Bay real estate market. And well, if you've seen these before, you know that there's some color coding to the tracking these metrics. And there's 9 key metrics that we're looking at that help determine the vital signs, if you will, a lot of them leading measures of the Tampa Bay real estate market. Back to the color coding. If metrics are moving in favor of sellers, they are color coded in green. If they're moving in favor of buyers, they are color coded in red. And there's no green here. It's all moving in favor of buyers in the Tampa Bay real estate market. So let's talk about this. Every single one of these 9 metrics, like I said, sliding in favor of buyers, some more so than others. So biggest movers are market times. The average and median days on market, both up roughly 20%, 20% year over year. Again, measuring all of 2025 compared to all of 2024, all the closed sales that happened in the Tampa Bay real estate market. So market times are up. What does that mean? Well, longer times to make decisions, more leverage when you're going to negotiate an offer, and you are not feeling as much competition if you're a buyer from other buyers out there. New listings year over year up 1%, 1.1 to be exact, while purchase contracts down 1%, 0.9 to be exact. So more homes hit the market, less of them actually sold, leaving a bigger gap of unsold homes that are out there. In fact, in Tampa Bay, roughly 44% of homes that were listed last year have not sold, failed to sell, or are still on the market. Closed sales down 0.5% year over year. Well, this one's a little scary here. The average and median price both down year over year. And we tend not to see that often, especially considering long-term historical average has real estate values up 4% in any given year when you stretch that out over, a 100-year period. However, we saw a 4% drop in the average selling price and a 2.6% drop in the median selling price, bringing the median back down below 400,000. There's some good to come out of that, stretching affordability, especially with the recent drop in mortgage rates. But that's if you are buying a home independent of selling one. That's great news for you. Last thing here, the median sold price to list price ratio, what I call the leverage factor. Now, this measures the median, just like it sounds, median close price compared to the last median ask price, meaning after any price adjustments or reductions. That fell by 0.4% year over year, showing that buyers are out there striking better deals for homes. So I know if you are a potential seller, not great to see numbers like this. Yet let's see how this looks over the course of a longer time horizon. At this point, about almost 3.5 years worth of data on a handful of graphs here. So starting at the top here, let's look at market times first. Average in the blue, median in the red. You can see the slow, not very steep climb up once we got into the latter parts of 22 into 23, with a random spike during we'll call it the hurricane month of fall of 24. But yeah, just been steadily creeping up in terms of market times. Now this one's interesting. This, a little bit more complex. The red line is total available homes on the market. This is total inventory that's out there in any given month. The blue are new listings that enter the market. The yellow are new contracts that happen in any given month. And looking at the red peaked out around spring, early summer of 2025 and has been steadily falling ever since. Total inventory coming down. However, it's purchase contracts, new listings hitting the market. While those are declining, contributing to that inventory drop, purchase contracts haven't increased to gobble up that remaining inventory. So there's still close to 13,000 homes on the market at the time of recording this video. So the bigger this gap between the red and the yellow, the slower it's going to feel if you are a seller, especially if you're not priced competitively to sell. Closed sales, kind of ebbs and flows there. No real trend line to discuss. Generally speaking, falling anywhere from the 2,000 to 4,000 range. I know it's a big range, but did see a jump from 2,300 to 3,000 last month, which we do tend to see in December. If you look back at previous Decembers, you're going to see that upward trajectory, kind of kicking off the sales year. Average and median price. Now, big jump in the average price month over month in December, and a bump in the median price too. I know that conflicts with the annual, but certainly something to watch as more sales close in December. Median sold price to list price, again, that leverage factor. Generally speaking, hovering somewhere between, we'll call it 96 and 100%. There was a 100% month earlier in the year, but really hovering around that 97% mark there. Not really anything to talk about on that. So that's it. That's the year in review, kind of condensed version, Tampa Bay market in a minute. Looking at 25 compared to 2024. How you put this data to work is you make sure you're aligned with a professional who can help you navigate this depending on your goals. So if you're selling a home independent of buying one, or buying one independent of selling one, there's going to be seasons for you. But if you're doing both at the same time, it really shouldn't matter if the metrics are favoring buyers or sellers, because you're playing in both markets. So make sure you're aligned with somebody who can best walk you through this as compared to your goals. And if you don't have that person, we want to be that person for you. Again, Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next month.